Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about control statements in Dart programming. So guys, it has two keywords over here. As you can see, we have the break keyword which breaks the flow of execution in loops. So the loops, as we have seen in the previous videos, we have a for loop and we have a while loop as well. So we are going to check with the examples in the for loop how you can use this break keyword, and then we will also see continue keyword which continues the flow of execution to the next iteration. So guys, let us understand both of these with the help of examples. Let's say we have a for loop over here, and then inside this for loop we have a variable I equal to 0, and let's say we want to print from 0 to 10. So we will go I less than or equal to 10 with this particular condition, semicolon followed by I plus plus, which will increment the value of I after every iteration. And inside this curly braces, what we will do is, let's say I want to print the value of I. So the value of I is $I, and then semicolon. Let's save this file and run this code. I'll clear the screen. So as you can see, the value of I is 0, 1, 2 up to 10 is getting printed. Now guys, let us say I want to print from 0, but then once the value of 5 is getting printed, I don't want to print the other values and I want to come out of the loop. So let us say I have the print statement over here saying out of the for loop, and then semicolon. And let's say if I want to come out of the loop once the value 5 is getting printed. So what I will do is, after the value I, that is equal to 5, is getting printed over here, after the print statement I will check whether I is equal to 5 or not. So we have the if condition I equal to 5, and in this case if the I's value is 5 over here, I want to come out of the loop. So the thing that you can do is you can provide the break keyword followed by a semicolon. So guys, this is one of the important keywords in Dart programming or any other programming language in which you want to come out of this for loop. So based on a particular condition, you can provide the break keyword and come out of the existing for loop or while loop or any other loops that you are working with. So guys, let us save this file and run this code. So as you can see, the value of I is 0, and then 1, 2 up to 5 is getting printed, and once the value of 5 is getting printed over here, you can see if I equal to 5, this becomes true over here, and then we have the break statement. So this break statement will make the control come out of this for loop, and then this statement that is out of the for loop will get printed, and this is what happened over here. So guys, this is the way in which you can use the break keyword to come out of a loop. Guys, it is important to note over here that it will only come out of a loop in which it is present. So let's say we have this for loop, it will come out of this for loop. But let's say we have another for loop which is outside this for loop. So the control statement will not come outside of that outer for loop. So let us say, for example, we have for variable j equals 0, j less than 2, and then j plus plus. We have this outer for loop, and then I'll just indent this. So as you can see, we have a outer for loop over here. What we are doing is j is equal to 0, that is initialized, and then j is less than 2, which means it can take a maximum value of 1, that is 0 and 1, which means only twice it will get executed, and j plus plus. So what will happen is on 0, this for loop will get executed, and once the value is 5, it will come out of this for loop. So what we will do is we will cut this statement over here and provide this print statement after this inner for loop, that is out of the inner for loop, and then let us print another statement over here out of the outer for loop. So guys, let's save this file and try running this code. So as you can see, the value of I is 0, and then we go as 1, 2 up to 5. So now the value of I is 5. So this condition will return true, and then it will break, that is it will come out of this for loop. So this out of the inner for loop will get printed. So this out of the inner for loop is getting printed over here. And then what is happening, guys, is now the first iteration of this outer for loop is done. That is when j is equal to 0. Now what is happening is j plus plus. So j becomes 1, which is again less than 2 over here. So it will go inside this inner for loop again. So again the value of I is 0, 1, 2 up to 5, and then this I equal to 5 will return true, and then this will break out of this inner for loop, and then we have this statement that is out of the inner for loop. So out of the inner for loop, and then now j becomes equal to 2, which is not less than 2. So it comes out of this outer for loop as well, and then we have the out of the outer for loop getting printed. So guys, in this way you can use the break statement, and you can also use the break statement in the outer for loop as well based on your requirements. So guys, it is very important that you practice on your own machine with these for loops and the break keyword as well, so that you can understand the functionality of this keyword. Now guys, let us see another example that will help you understand the continue keyword. So let me remove this outer for loop and let us keep only the inner for loop over here. So as you can see, once the value of I is equal to 5, we are providing the break keyword over here. Now let us say we don't want to print the value of 5 over here. So in the command prompt, as you can see, the value of 5, we don't want to print once the value of I is 5, but we want to skip the value of I is equal to 5. So what we will do is, instead of using this break keyword, we will use continue. But guys, over here, as you can see, once the value of I is equal to 5, so I will get printed over here. So what I will do is, I will just cut this statement and provide before the print statement. So what will happen over here is, once the value of I is 5, it will return true over here, I equal to 5, and continue will make the control statement go back to this for loop again without going further to the print statement. So let us save this file and run this code to understand it. So as you can see, the value of I is 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and once the value of I is equal to 5, what is happening is this condition is returning true, and this continue statement inside this will make the control flow go back to the start of the for loop, wherein now the I becomes equal to 6 after this I plus plus expression, and then we can see after 4 the I value is 6. And in this way, after that 6, we have 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Guys, let us say we don't want to print this value 9 as well. So what we will do is, we will provide the OR operator that we have seen in the previous video as well. And we will provide I equal to 9 as well. So what we are doing over here is, if I's value is 5 or I value is 9, so if any of the condition is met, it will see continue keyword, so it will go again to the for loop, and these I values will not get printed over here. Let's save this file and run this code. So as you can see, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 value is not there. We have 6, 7, 8, and then we don't have 9, we have 10. And guys, in this way, you can use the break keyword and continue keyword in order to execute your code based on your requirements. So guys, that's it in this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on the upcoming videos as well. The next video we are going to talk about is switch case in Dart programming. So stay tuned.